Standing here with
Monique Prudhomme,
costume design for Judo and Oscar nominee for the film
Imaginarium of Doctor Parnassus.
How are you doing? And thanks for taking the time to do this interview. We're outside the Celluloid Social Club, February 10th, 2010. Oscars are 1 month away. Yeah, first I just have to ask you, how did you get involved with this project?
I got involved by pure magic. The movie was shot in England and in Canada, and they were looking for a Canadian costume designer, and I had the opportunity to present my resume and meet with Terry Gilliam and get the job.
You've been working your craft, your art, costume design here in Vancouver. In the presentation time, you said 25 years, and you get the call. Was it Terry Gilliam?
Yes, it was the production office, and I met with Terry himself. And because I've been in, I don't know, because I'm in Vancouver for a long time, people know me, and they figure they're looking for costume designers, so my name came forward as much with other people. And we all went with trepidation and all presented our ideas, and I personally liked my ideas because I was hired.
Well, I almost have the answer for this question, but just like on an artistic level, when you found out you had the chance to work with Terry Gilliam, what was your reaction? What was going through your mind?
I thought it was awesome because Terry Gilliam is a genius, and he has many ideas, and he's always so open to ideas, and his mind is so big, and to have a chance to go into his world and to be accepted into bringing ideas and fly as a kite, with him was the opportunity of a lifetime.
For the listeners, I was wondering if you can delve into your craft, costume design. Well, starting off the collaboration, first you get the idea from the director, the producer on how to start the designs, and then the second part of the question is that collaboration with the actors. Do they have input on their costumes?
So there is really two ways. First of all, when you have to read the script and understand the story and then get inspired. And then you present ideas to the director, and we work with not only the director but the art director who creates the look of the movie. And then we decide to create kind of a world with lots of color. And then I go and do research, and I get some clothes, I get images. And then we create the world in our mind. And then I meet the actors, and each actor will play the role, and then we have to get into the characters. My job is to make those characters, to support them and to make them alive and to make them in picture. So I have to work with the actor to make sure that the actor is comfortable and feels the part. So my job is twofold: to create the look and also to help the actor wearing it and be comfortable and happy with the look.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but listening to some of your conversations tonight, you were very gracious giving your time to everyone and talking to people. Yeah, a lot of questions about your involvement with your past and current projects. I was hearing that you shop in a lot of places for your costumes. I was surprised in Metrotown, some of your costumes you found at Value Village.
Yes, of course, because the costumes have to be real. And when you have a big closet, you have clothing that is from 2 years ago, and clothing that you bought yesterday. So in order to create that reality of the closets, sometimes we go to second-hand stores, sometimes we go to real vintage, and sometimes we go to the Salvation Army, and we wash everything really well, and sometimes we go to Whole Trend Food, and we do a whole beautiful, very Barney's, New York, Whole Trend Food kind of a look. But one always as the other. We always work from the extent of these two worlds. And also we make things. So we buy fabric and trims and threads and we make things.
Yeah, it's very interesting. We don't hear a lot about that because I remember one of the interviews that John Travolta was doing when he was finding his outfit for Saturday Night Live or Staying Alive. Yeah, he went to this store. I don't know if it was, I can't remember if it was Brooklyn, but he went to the back room of the store, and all these outfits had never been worn in a long time. There was moth, and you know, it was kind of deteriorating now. So yeah, you were saying that the costumes, to have that essence, that genuine, to be organic, to have that natural flavor, you kind of have to shop in those places.
Absolutely. And I think that when we are too close to the immediate fashion, the look gets dated really fast. So it's interesting to go and find things that are a bit sometimes older, sometimes more traditional, or sometimes with an edge of the 80s or an edge of like the beginning of the 90s. So it creates a reality, and also it creates layers. It's richer. It's a richer look than just being at the edge of fashion that gets dated really fast.
Is that kind of gratifying, that process where things evolve? You have that, you read the script, you have your initial idea, the writers, producers work with you, then you have feedback from the actors, and then how the concept evolves further and you end up with something else?
I mean, we have to be careful because we never shoot a movie in order of the story. So we have to, when we start shooting the movie, we have to, we know the story starts with A and finishes with Z, and we know all the little details that will go in between. But sometimes we shoot the end of the movie before we shoot the beginning. So we have to have an understanding and also a plan, a visual plan, and it has to be